Welcome to my player ratings video. So this will be my last video of today because I'm going out with my cousins in a bit for a nice little meal. So let's get into the video, but please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for you guys to be notified for whenever I drop a video. So let's get into the first one. I've got Sene Lamens as a 6. He didn't really make any significant errors. I mean, he might have done better on that second goal, but it was more so a defensive error. So for that reason, and the fact that he made a few good saves, I'm going to give him a 6 for this one. I've got Lenny Yoro, who I've given 6.5 to. It was a solid performance, but we still conceded 2 goals. He got back, he tracked up front a few times. He went down on the right wing a few times. So he did well, try and get involved as much as we can. There was no significant errors from him. He played well, I thought, and so for that reason, I'm going to give him a 6.5. We got Matthijs de Ligt, who was probably the best of a back three. He had a solid defensive shift, though he was noted to be disappointed for not getting off the ground for that cross that led to the Forest second goal. But namely so, it weren't him. It was the closest player was Dalot. But more on Dalot later. But Matthijs, I thought overall he had a solid performance and no major issues, no major mistakes that I noticed. Luke Shaw, 6.5. It was a solid showing. He did get pulled about a few times around the field, especially by movements from the strikers, the opposing strikers. So he did get run ragged a few times. He didn't really get too involved down the left side as much as I'd hoped he would. He didn't really come into central midfield like I hoped he would. But overall, can't fault it. A 6.5 for that performance. Now, possibly one of our worst players on the pitch, Diego Dalot. He lapsed in concentration that led to being beaten by a loose ball in the penalty area, which resulted in a goal. He should have done a lot better. He should have gone up for it. He should have reacted a lot quicker. There's a picture of that I've noticed of him floating around X, where he's just standing there, no reaction whatsoever. And if he had reacted, maybe we could have prevented that second goal from going in. Bruno Fernandes, I'll give him a 6.5 out of 10. It was a frustrating game, I thought, for him. He wasn't as creative as I'd hoped he'd be. He did get back a few times in defense. He was good there. He did create a few chances, hit the post as well. So can't knock him for the hitting the post. He did get an assist as well off the first corner. So 6.5, I think, is a fair mark. Now, my man of the match, Casemiro. Had to give him an 8.5. It was a toss-up between him and Ahmad, but I thought Casemiro was a lot better. He was strong. He had a competitive display, complemented by scoring the opening goal. His battling in midfield was essential because we needed it, especially when you had Elliot Anderson, Diaz, and all the opposition players trying to get through the middle. So the fact that he was pretty strong, the fact that he got us the first goal, and overall, it was a really great performance by him. And I'm happy with him. They said he's got no legs, but it seems like he's showing his legs, so he's doing really well. Amad Diallo, I'll give him an 8 out of 10. He struggled at times with the opponent's wing play, so that was defensively, he did struggle quite a bit. Their players were taller than Ahmad. Ahmad couldn't really cope much in the box either, but he offered plenty going forward. He's probably one of our best players going forward, including amazing strike late when he volleyed the ball into the bottom corner, which got us level, and in the end, it drew us the game. Can't knock his display. Cunha as well, I'll give him an 8, because I thought he was like, even though he went missing in parts, I thought he did really well overall. He's brought his usual verve and spark for the attack, constantly running at the defense and linking play effectively. I thought he did that really well. It was just that he just went missing in parts when we needed him, and I felt like he should have got involved a bit more, especially towards the end of the game. Mbumo, 7.5 out of 10. He's always got that aura of quality around him. You know, every time he gets the ball, you're going to think something's going to happen. He should have contributed something special at any moment, but he didn't. But he looked like he was always going to cause trouble. And he remained a constant attacking threat for us, although he didn't really, he weren't as active as he was in the previous 3 games. Benjamin Sesko, I'll give him a 6 out of 10. He struggled to influence the game, and I suppose he struggled to find space up front, but that was due to the Forest low block. He did get through a few times. There was a pass by Mbumo, which he could have done a lot better with, especially when he was through on goal. He got behind the defense as well, so he should have done a lot better. There was a few chances that he had, which could have done a lot better, but overall, it weren't a bad performance. I give him a 6, but against the Nottingham Forest defense, it was expected. Honorable mentions as well. Dorgu came on as a sub, so I'll give him a 6, but he didn't really do much to give him a higher mark than a 6. He did get involved quite a bit. There was a few times where he got the ball down the left, but the end result has always been the issue with Dorgu. So the crossing in, he just weren't clicking for him. And Mazraoui replaced Yoro, but didn't really impact the game too much. So I'll give him probably a 5.5 for that one. But that is all the player ratings I have from the starters. There weren't much to be ecstatic about, but at least we got away with a draw, which is good for us. So that's 4 games undefeated. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it. This is my last video for tonight. I can go out with my cousins, relax for a bit now. Thanks for tuning in. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so when I drop a video next, you'll be notified. Thank you for tuning in. Bye-bye.